Hey guys, how are we doing today? And welcome to another episode of SeddzSayz. Now, we are back with another episode of our mini-series, The Road to Badgerfest, in which we will be checking out, week in, week out, another band that will be playing at this year's Badgerfest that takes place on the 17th and 18th of October at the Bread Shed in Manchester. Now, it is an absolute stacked lineup this year that features some absolutely wicked bands such as Raging Speedhorn, Zentrix, Red Method, Borders, Illyrian, Clash Mute, the list goes on and on and on and on. And like I said, each week we're going to be checking out a new band that has been announced for the festival. And this week we are checking out a band called Vice, who are local lads actually. They are from the Greater Manchester area. I have had the pleasure of working with these guys multiple times over the years when I was at Moshholic Promotions and the Alma Inn. Really nice lads, really cool band, and I'm sure you're going to love them as much as I do and the local music scene does. These guys used to be such a hard-working band. I've never really come across a local band that has kind of embodied such a good work ethic as these guys. They always used to do loads to promote the shows, they would always bring down loads of people, they'd always stick around and watch the other bands, and most importantly, they'd always put on a killer set. So, yeah, really cool band. We are checking out one of their old songs, actually. This song came from 2016. It's a bit of a blast from the past, really. The song is called Greed, and it's from their debut album, which is called The First Chapter. If you do enjoy Vice and what we're checking out today, I'll link down all their social media below so you can check out the band for yourself. And I'll also put down below a ticket link for this year's Badgerfest so you can purchase tickets for the festival. And hopefully we'll see you down the front moshing along to these guys. Anyway, without further ado, let's delve straight in there. This is Vice with their song Greed. Ugh. They're a very guitar-driven band. Just riffs and licks for days, man. In my opinion, lead vocalist and guitarist Tom Atkinson is probably one of the best frontmen in the Manchester metal scene. He's very dynamic, both on record and on stage. Really cool presence. I always dig watching him live, man. Reminds me a bit of Machine Head, this part. Very Rob Flynn-esque, those vocals. Yeah, if you look at the whole school, all old school sound, like the big four, Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer, then you will love Vice. It's that kind of vibe, those kind of thrash old school genres thrown together. I always used to bill them as new wave of British heavy metal whenever I used to book them, but like listening to them on record, they're not new wave of British heavy metal at all. It's just proper good old school metal. Such a huge chorus, man. They are seriously a talented bunch of lads. Like, I do believe at the minute they are only a three-piece. Obviously in the video you can see there's four of them. But at this moment in time there is only three of them, and I've heard even live there's just the three of them. They absolutely slay it, man. They're actually probably one of the bands I'm most looking forward to seeing at the festival this year. Like I said, I've seen them countless times before, but they always put on one hell of a show. Oh, the solos as well, man. Don't forget the solos, especially this song. Like I agreed, it's a wicked solo in this, but every single song, when those leads of SeddzSayz kick in, it is absolutely mesmerising. He is one hell of a guitar player. Like I said, really underrated in the local metal scene, in my opinion. I remember in the very short period I used to play bass for Hollow State, like the month or two I was in that band, Vice used to have the rehearsal room next to us, and we would frequently hear them practicing. Really cool band, man. You just can't help but headbang to it. It's just an absolutely colossal riff. Love it. Nice. Right, well that was Vice with their single Greed. As I said, it was taken from a bit of an older album. This is taken from that album which was called The First Chapter, which did come out a number of years ago. And like I said, these guys are wicked. They've got such a good work ethic, they smash it live, and they've like shared the stage with some incredible names. Like over the years, they've played with the likes of like Tim Ripper Owens, Blaze Bayley, they've done a lot with Blaze Bayley over the years, Colobus, who are a wicked local band, Breed 77, who are like one of my all-time favourite bands, and they've played like the likes of like Hard Rock Hell, Hammerfest multiple times. They are just a wicked band who, in my opinion, deserve a lot more love than what they get at this moment in time. So definitely check those guys out at this year's festival, because like I said, they always put on one hell of a show and you will definitely enjoy them, and you won't be able to start headbanging, trust me. Just the riffs are so cool, so monumental. Anyway, that will do it for this episode of The Road to Badgerfest. As I did say at the start of the video, if you did enjoy Vice, you can check out all their social media down below, as well as a ticket link for this year's festival, so you can pick up tickets to come and check out the wicked bands that will be performing on the 17th and 18th of October at the Bread Shed in Manchester. Thank you very much for tuning into this episode of SeddzSayz. Please do hit that subscribe button to keep up to date with everything SeddzSayz related. In the meantime, have a good evening, folks, and stay safe.